The moment is here. This is our moment.
Hey everyone, welcome to episode 8 of America Unfiltered with James Pascalides. I want to talk about a few different topics today. Today, I want to talk about the TikTok ban again. I want to talk about the FDA finally banning red number 3 from our food supply. I'm going to talk about Florida empowering local law enforcement agents to deport illegal immigrants throughout the state, and why I support Florida's ban on porn. To dive right into things today, I want to start talking about TikTok again. I talked about TikTok a little bit yesterday and what I love about TikTok, but something they did today did rub me the wrong way, and I want to speak to you guys about it. TikTok has been excellent in our country for allowing conservatives to reach younger conservatives throughout this country. It's one of the biggest platforms in the country for that. But today, TikTok has said that they will refuse to sell the company to an American company, effectively shutting them down on January 19th. They were given a deadline due to privacy concerns that they had to either sell the company by January 19th to an American-owned company or be shut down in the United States. Today, they have announced that they will decide to shut down. I really think that if privacy was not a concern for them and they weren't doing anything negative with our data that they're collecting from permissions from all our devices, I don't think this would have been a problem. I think they would have sold it to an American company for billions, but given the fact that they are not, rubs me the wrong way a little bit. It has me slightly worried for what they are doing with our data, and as we do get more information, I will be able to keep you guys updated on that as well. I want to talk about the ban on red number 3 as well. The FDA has finally banned red number 3 from our food supply. This, along with so many other toxic things in our food, I think should be banned. Red number 3 in the 90s was banned from cosmetic products in the United States because it was linked to cancer. The fact that it took almost 30 years beyond that to be taken away from our food supply, I think is disgusting. I think it's corrupt as well. I think feeding your citizens poison knowingly it's disgusting. I don't know how our politicians and the FDA are getting away with this and have been for so long, but I want to list to you guys a couple things that haven't been banned yet that are currently in our foods and what they do. Potassium bromate, it is in a lot of our bread products and baked products. It's used to promote rising in baked goods, and it's been linked to cancer in humans. Brominated vegetable oil, used in citrus flavors and soft drinks to emulsify the flavors, has been linked to neurological problems in humans as well. Propylparaben has been linked to the increase in breast cancer of women throughout the United States too. None of these have been banned, along with Red 40, which has been linked to hyperactivity and ADD in children, specifically young boys. Seed oils like canola, soybean, sunflower, and corn oil have been linked to hormonal imbalances, potential links to cancer, increased risk of heart disease, and chronic inflammation. This, along with so many more food products that are not banned from our food supply, are causing problems with the heart problem epidemic in our country, the cancer epidemic in our country, and all these different problems we're currently facing physically in our country. Obesity is at an all-time high as well. I really think as Americans we need to do so much better. I think our FDA and our government needs to do a lot better for its citizens in providing healthy options. I think RFK is great for this as well. RFK has said he wants to ban all these and hundreds of more products from our food supply because of the effects they have, giving us cancer, giving us different diseases, neurological problems, obesity. I really think that RFK will be great for this country and the Department of Health under President-elect Donald Trump. I want to also talk about DeSantis empowering local Florida law enforcement agents to be able to deport illegal migrants throughout the state. So students who no longer have a legal status, or students who don't have a legal status, will no longer be eligible for in-state tuition throughout the state of Florida. I think this is a huge step. In-state tuition is not a right, it's a privilege. It's something that you earn. It's something that people move to Florida for and live here for years so that their kids are able to get in-state tuition at some of the great colleges and great schools in Florida as their kids grow older. I don't think that you should be able to hop off a boat, declare your residency, and be able to be given in-state tuition. I don't think that's fair to the citizens of Florida. I think that now that DeSantis has made this a state issue, it's not just a federal crime to enter the country illegally, it's now a state crime here in Florida. So if you enter the country illegally into the state of Florida, you will automatically be deported by local law enforcement agents. No need for federal law enforcement agents to have to handle the deportations anymore. Our local law enforcement agents in Florida are able to take care of that now under the new state laws. This will also impose penalties for employing undocumented individuals as well. Companies with over 25 employees will have to use E-Verify license verification, which is just a little online service. You upload your license, verifies that you're a United States citizen. But given the fact that this will now take place, I think a lot of companies will have to reshape how they do things. A lot of the companies who are employing illegal immigrants over Americans, I think they'll have to start employing more Americans, which is great for us, great for our society, great for our country as a whole. I want to talk about as well why I really support Florida's ban on porn. I think porn is one of the most destructive things for our society. I think the usage of digital porn is some of the scarier statistics in our country. At any given point, 33% of all internet usage is online pornography and people using online pornography. With the rise of companies like OnlyFans and things like that, it's only empowered more women and more people to bring themselves into the porn category who normally would not have been. I think this will do a lot of negative things for our world, the rise in porn. I think it will bring down a lot of the nuclear family. It will make it harder for people to find families. The people who do find families, it will be a lot harder for your children in the future when they are in school, having to deal with the social pressure and the bullying that they do receive because the internet's forever and videos of you having sex with people online don't just go away when your kids are grown up. So I really think a lot of these things are terrible for our society, and I think Florida's step to ban porn is a excellent step. A lot of states have done this as well, and I want to talk about why I think Pornhub is very corrupt as well. Pornhub has gone against Florida, saying that it will hurt minors to put these bans on porn. So the bans specifically say that you need to age verify if you're going to go on a porn site, and if you're not going to age verify, they're going to consider you a minor and you're not able to go on the porn site. Pornhub is arguing that minors will get fake IDs to get on porn sites, and this will make it less safe for minors. I don't agree with that. I think that's like saying if you ban heroin, everyone's just going to go do fentanyl. It doesn't really work like that. I don't think that I don't think if you ban porn for minors, making it so they have to upload their ID, that kids are going to go out to get fake IDs just to watch porn. I really think the more we can limit the access specifically to minors and to Americans of porn, the better it is for our society. 73% of teenagers aged 13 to 7 have admitted they've watched pornography, with the average age of first exposure being 12 years old. I think this is disgusting and terrible. A 12-year-old watching porn it's gross. It's terrible. 10 to 14-year-olds make up 36% of all minor consumers as well. It's another disgusting statistic that, as people who are parents in this country should be scared of that statistic. I think anyone who agrees with me that porn is destructive should look at these statistics and really write their local constituents in their states to say why they think porn should be banned in their state as well. 90% of teens have viewed porn online, or at least have admitted to viewing porn online, and 10% admit to daily use. They say, especially in the male brain, that pornography reacts the same way cocaine does, releasing dopamine in your brain, and dopamine is the chemical responsible for pleasure. So over time, just like with cocaine, your brain will become desensitized to it, and you'll have to push to seek almost more extreme pornography to satisfy your needs. I think it's a terrible cycle. I know many people who have been addicted to pornography. I think it's not only a disgusting thing for our society, I think it's very unproductive. I think it hurts more families and hurts more people than it ever helps. I don't think that the rise in OnlyFans and the rise in all these content creators posting naked photos every day is beneficial for our society. I think the more we can try and move away from that, and I think steps like banning porn is a great first step towards that, but I think the more we can move away from that, the more as a society we'll start being a lot more productive. I would like to see men start being men again in our country, and I think this is also a big first step to that as well. Not watching porn boosts your testosterone, actually, and I think that's a huge thing we need to focus on in our country. Men are lacking testosterone, and I think the more men who start acting like men again in our country, the better our country will, the more our country will prosper. I'm James Pascalides. This is America Unfiltered, Episode 8. I'm signing off today, and I hope you all have a blessed day. Thank you.